Okay, shalom, shalom. This is your little Ak Benjah Yasharallah. The name of the lesson of this video is He who scattered Israel will gather him. He who scattered Israel will gather him. Okay, so I got the Bible, the Apocrypha. This is the name of the video. He who scattered Israel will gather him. Now let's get to it. I'm going to go to Jeremiah. Look at Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter 30. And I want to go to verse 10. The book of Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 10. Okay. This is the book of Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 10. Therefore, fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, saith Yahuwah. Neither be dismayed, O Israel, for lo, I will save thee from afar, my seed from the land of their captivity. And Jacob shall return, and shall be in rest, and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid. Verse 11, for I am with thee, saith Yahuwah, to save thee. Though I make a full end of all nations, whether I have scattered thee. So the Most High is going to make a full end of all the nations where he hath scattered us. Yet will I not make a full end of thee. He will not make a full end of Israel, his people. But I will correct thee and measure it. It will not leave thee altogether unpunished. Verse 12. For thus saith Yahuwah, thy bruise is incurable, and thy wound is grievous. Verse 13. There is none to plead thy cause, that thou mayest be bound up. Thou hast no healing medicines. I want to go to Ezekiel. Book of Ezekiel, chapter 34. Chapter 34. Chapter 34. This is Ezekiel chapter 34, in verse 12. As a shepherd seek about his flock in the day that he is among his sheep that are scattered, so will I seek out my sheep, and will deliver them out of all places where they have been scattered in the cloudy and dark day. Verse 13. Will bring them out from the people, and will get them from the countries, and will bring them to their own land. So the Most High is going to bring us to our own land, and feed them upon the mountains of Israel, by the rivers and all the inhabited places of the country. Okay, I want to go to, these are future prophecies. These prophecies have not happened yet. They have not happened yet. These prophecies is going to come to pass. Ezekiel, this is Ezekiel chapter 39. Ezekiel chapter 39 in verse, I want to go to verse 21. And I will set my glory among the heathen, the nations, and all the heathen shall see judgment that I have executed in my hand that I have laid upon them. Verse 22. So the house of Israel shall know that I am Yahuwah their Elohim from that day and forward. Verse 23. And the heathen shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity for their iniquity, because they trespassed against me. Therefore I hid from them, and gave them into the hand of their enemies. And so fell they all by the sword. So we went into captivity because of our iniquity, our sin that we had committed against the Most High, because we trespassed against the Most High. Therefore, he hid his face from us, and he gave us into the hands of our enemies. Verse 24, according to their uncleanness and according to their transgressions have I done unto them. So the Most High is the one that caused us to go into slavery because of our iniquity. We disobeyed the Most High, and he sent us into slavery and hid my face from them. Verse 25, therefore thus saith Yahuwah Elohim, now will I bring again the captivity of Jacob and have mercy upon the whole house of Israel. So he's going to have mercy upon the whole house of Israel. It will be jealous for my holy name. Verse 26, after they have borne their shame and all their trespasses whereby they had trespassed against me, when they dwelt safely in their land, and none made them afraid. Verse 27, when I had brought them again from the people and gathered them out of their enemies' lands, because we are our enemies' lands, and am sanctified in them in the sight of many nations. This is a future prophecy. This has not come to pass yet. Verse 28, then shall they know that I am Yahuwah their Elohim, which caused them to be led into captivity among the heathen. But I have gathered them into their own land. So we want to know that the Most High is the one that caused us to be led away captive among the heathen. Verse 29, neither will I hide my face any more from them. So the Most High will not hide his face no more from us. For I have poured out my spirit upon the house of Israel, saith Yahuwah Elohim. Okay. I want to go to Ezekiel. This is Ezekiel chapter 20 and verse 33. As I live, saith Yahuwah Elohim, surely with a mighty hand and with a stretched out arm, and with fury poured out, will I rule over you. Verse 34. And I will bring you out from the people. So he will bring us out from the people, and will gather you out of the countries wherein ye are scattered. So the nations and countries that we are scattered, he will gather us out of them, where you are scattered with a mighty hand. So with a mighty hand he will gather us out of these nations where you have scattered us, and with a stretched out arm, and with fury poured out. Verse 35. And I will bring you into the wilderness of the people, and there will I plead with you face to face. Verse 36. Like as I pleaded with your fathers in the wilderness of the land of Egypt, so will I plead with you, saith Yahuwah Elohim. Verse 37. And I will cause you to pass under the rod, and I will bring you into the bound. I think it says the bond. Yes, the bond of the covenant. Verse 38. And I will purge out from among you the rebels, the people that rebel, you so-called Negroes that rebel, you Israelites that rebel, and them that transgress against me, and I will bring them forth out of the country where they sojourn, and they shall not enter into the land of Israel. and ye shall know that I am Yahuwah. This is Zechariah, the book of Zechariah, chapter 8, in verse 13. And it shall come to pass that as ye were a curse among the heathen, O house of Judah. So we was a curse among the heathen. These people despise us, and O house of Israel. So will I save you. So he will save us. Ye shall be a blessing. So we shall be a blessing. Fear not, but let your hands be strong. Fear not, but let your hands be strong. This is Zephaniah. This is the book of Zephaniah. The book of Zephaniah, chapter 3. In verse chapter 3, verse 19. Behold, so this is Zechariah chapter 3, verse 19. Behold, at that time will I undo all that afflicted thee, and I will save her that hoardeth and gather her that was driven out. And I will get them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame. So he will give us praise and fame in every land that we have been put to shame. Verse 20, the Most High. Verse 20, at that time will I bring you again, even in the time that I gather you, for I will make you a name and a praise among all people of the earth. When I turn back your captivity before your eyes, saith Yahuwah. So he will make our name a praise. He will make us a name and praise among all the people of the earth. This is an end time prophecy. This is a prophecy for it to come. Okay. Okay. I want to go to it's time to wake up, you so-called Negroes out there. You are the Israelites. You are the seed of Jacob. That's not waking in the truth. You need to wake up. Time to wake up. Okay. What I'm gonna do? What I'm going to? I want to go to Leviticus. Leviticus Book of Leviticus, chapter 26. Chapter 26, verse 40. If they shall confess their iniquity, if we shall confess our sin and the iniquity of their fathers with their trespass, which they trespass against me, because we trespass against the Most High, and that also they had walked contrary unto me, and we walk contrary to the Most High. Verse 41. Yeah. And that also I walked contrary unto them, and had brought them into the land of their enemies. So we are in the land of our enemies. If then their uncircumcised hearts be humbled, our uncircumcised hearts be humbled, and they then accept of the punishment of their iniquity, our sin. Verse 42. Then will I remember my covenant with Jacob, and also my covenant with Isaac, and also my covenant with Abraham will I remember, and I will remember the land. Verse 44. And yet, for all that when they be in the land of their enemies, I will not cast them away, neither will I abhor them to destroy them utterly. So he will not destroy us utterly, to break my covenant with them, for I am Yahuwah their Elohim. Verse 45. But I will for their sakes remember the covenant of their ancestors, whom I brought forth out of the land of Egypt in the sight of the heathen, that I might be their Elohim, their God. I'm Yahuwah. Okay, I'm going to go to the Most High said that his people will discontinue from their heritage. His people will discontinue from their heritage. I want to bring that out too. Where's the Jewish people discontinuing from their heritage, which is not their heritage? They stole our inheritance. They stole our heritage. They robbed us. So I want to go to Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee. So we're discontinuing from our heritage. And I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. So the real Jews, they discontinuing from their heritage. They are discontinuing from their heritage. I want to go to chapter 16 in the book of Jeremiah. Chapter 16, and I want to go to verse 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith Yahuwah, that it shall no more be said, Yahuwah liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. Verse 15. But Yahuwah liveth, that brought up Israel from the land of the North America, and from all the lands whither he has driven them. And I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers. So he will bring us into the land that he gave unto our fathers. Okay, I want to go to the Apocrypha. I want to go to Baruch book of Baruch. Takes time, y'all. Go to Baruch. The book of Baruch. Okay. I think I passed this. Okay, this is Baruch. Baruch chapter 4. Not Baruch chapter 4, sorry. I want to go to Baruch chapter 2. Baruch chapter 2. And I want to go to verse 29. If ye will not hear my voice, if ye will not hear my voice, surely this very great multitude shall be turned into a small number among the nations, where I will scatter them. So we have been scattered among the nations. Verse 30. For I knew that they will not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people, and this is why we were scattered among the heathen, the nations, because being stiff-necked, being hard-headed, would cause us to be the Most High to scatter us among these people. But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves, like we waking up in these last days, and we remember ourselves. We're remembering ourselves. Verse 31. And shall know that I am Yahuwah their Elohim, for I will give them an heart and ears to hear. So he would give us an heart and ears to hear, the Most High. Verse 32. And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity, and think upon my name. Verse 33. And return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds, for they shall remember the way of their fathers, which sinned before Yahuwah. Verse 34. And I will bring them again into the land which I promised with an oath. So he will bring us again into our land, into the land which I promised with an oath unto their fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And they shall be lords of it. So we shall be lords of it. And I will increase them, and they shall not be diminished. The true people is not in their land. The true children of Israel is not in their land. They are scattered. We are scattered. We're not in our land. America is not our land. Now this is verse 35. And I will make an everlasting covenant with them, to be their Yahuwah, and be their God, and they shall be my people. And I will no more drive my people of Israel out of the land that I have given them. So he will not drive his people out of the land that he had given them anymore. He will not drive us out of the land anymore. Okay. I want to go to Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter 31. Jeremiah. This is my last scripture that I want to go to. Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 10. Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 10. Hear the word of Yahuwah, O ye nations, ye heathens, O ye other nations. Hear the word of the Most High, and declare it in the isles afar off, and say, He that scattered Israel will gather him and keep him as a shepherd doeth his flock. Alright, Shalom. Hope you enjoyed the video. Shalom, shalom.